I work out because it makes me feel good. I hope it makes me look good, and it's fun. Hi, I'm David Beckham, and I'm here to talk about my approach to my training and nutrition. Let's go. We all want to feel healthy, we all want to look healthy, especially these days because we talk about health so much more than we did 10, 20 years ago. It's everything. I've always loved to train. Obviously, for 22 years, I intensely worked out every single day. It was my job. Now it's more conditioning and strength work, which I also love because I used to get a lot of cardio with the football, and now the cardio comes through the strengthening and conditioning. But most importantly, I'm very organised. I wake my daughter up, I take her to school, I come back, I work out, and then I'm in the office. I think it's important for me to make time to train because it makes me feel good and it sets me up for the day. You know, motivation comes from inside, and I stay motivated to set the right example for my kids. I think the fact that they see me in the gym every single day doing something, you know, keeping active, I think that's enough to motivate them, which I'm lucky with that. What strength training means to me, I didn't actually do too much as a player. You know, most of the strength work that I used to do was all leg-based. But these days, the leg strength is already there, and the body strength is something that I really focus on. I feel that, you know, the injuries that I've had over my career, actually the strength work that I do for my upper body helps backaches that I've got, so that's what I really focus on. Best training tip that I've ever received, turn up on time. Funnily enough, I used to hate pull-ups. Now I absolutely love pull-ups because I'm better at it. So that's one machine that I actually can't live without, and it's not complicated, it's a bar. Favorite part of the workout is finishing. No, it's actually not. I work out with one of my best friends and my wife. So from the moment I start to the moment I finish, I enjoy it. When it's good in the gym and we're both in a good mood, it doesn't get any better than that. The least favorite part of the workout, I actually don't have one. You know, I enjoy to work out, and I think that that's what's important. You know, there are tough days and there are challenging days when you do different exercises and you try new things. And there's some days that are frustrating because when you try those new exercises and you're not used to them, it's challenging. But that is the good part about working out. You know, the challenges is actually what sets you up. My go-to playlist in the gym, it varies, to be honest. I go from Mark Anthony, and then I go to Jay-Z, and then I go to Kanye, and then I go to Oasis. And then this morning we were very romantic. We had a little bit of Bobby Brown, and you know, quite a romantic workout this morning. I think I would have to say Muhammad Ali because he's such an inspiration in the sports world. You know, I would love to have seen his workout regime. My approach to eating, well, I'm actually a foodie, so I love all kinds of food. There's not many things I don't like. You can always have your cheat day. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want a burger, if you want some chocolate, if you want some crisps, it's all in moderation. I think that's the important part. But I eat virtually everything, and a lot of my friends hate me for it, but my favourite foods, you know, I'm an East End boy, so I grew up eating pie and mash and liquor and jelly deals. That really is my favourite food of all time. Parsnips. Randomly enough, I don't like parsnip. I grow them in my garden, funnily enough, so it's a bit strange, but parsnips is something that I don't love. Pre-workout, actually I eat breakfast with my daughter every morning before I take her to school, so she has a bagel and cream cheese and cucumber, and I go for oatmeal and some berries, and then when I come back I also have a supplement that I've just created, IM8, which is something that we're really proud of. What we've created is something that is simple, and that's really what I wanted to be involved in. I used to go into these pharmacies and I used to see so many different supplements and get so confused and thought, wouldn't it be great if you could have so many of these supplements and ingredients all in one thing. So that's what we've created. I always have a protein shake with a little bit of creatine, coconut water, lots of ice, 2 bananas, almonds, and then that's it. My go-to coffee order, it changes actually. I have an espresso when I'm in London. When I'm in the countryside, I always have a latte with oat milk. But now my daughter has got me into matcha. Well, my son and daughter have got me into matcha, and my order with that is oat milk, obviously matcha, and a little bit of honey, my honey. My love of cooking came from my mum. I always used to cook with my mum at home, and then obviously when I moved up to Manchester when I was 15 years old, I lived in lodgings for a few years, and then I was able to buy my own house, and I lived on my own for 2 or 3 years, and I just cooked and I loved it. And it's something that I always felt that took me back to my childhood. You know, it was one thing being in the kitchen with my mum cooking, and that's really what my love from cooking came from. A classic David Beckham dish. Well, obviously my wife eats differently to me and the kids, so my wife's would always be like a salt-baked fish or a grilled sea bass or something with some avocado and some greens. And mine and the kids would always be, they love Italian food, so I feel that I perfected the ragu. It would be like a bolognese. My favourite food to grow in the garden. We're growing garlic at the moment. I love garlic, but we've also got tomatoes and plums and onions and potatoes. I think potatoes, we've got like 4 different varieties of potatoes that we grow. It's always exciting for me to see that. Go-to burger order, good cheeseburger and chips. I don't think you can beat that. What would it be? Nothing too complicated. A nice soft bun with a medium rare burger, lettuce, tomato, raw onions, and ketchup and mayonnaise. Not mayonnaise, sorry, mustard. Favorite protein? It changes, but I love a medium rare steak, a nice chicken breast. Yeah. Go-to comfort food, cheese and ham toasty and tomato soup. The best food smell in the world has to be a roast dinner. Like I said, I'm very lucky. My diet hasn't changed over the last 20, 30, 40 years, in all honesty. Obviously, it was more strict where I played professionally, but I'm still quite strict on, you know, how I eat. I did something recently, and at my age, I'm not sure I should be doing, but I did, and I went on a 12-week strict regime of what I ate, what I drank, when I ate, when I drank, and actually, the end game was pretty good.